what you may experience in yourselves or others as less than perfect is illusory. August 16, 2013. Humans have an interesting but most unfortunate and hurtful habit of attaching themselves rather inflexibly to their beliefs, the beliefs with which they identify and which they use to define themselves, mostly as good and honorable, and then to regulations based on those beliefs, whereupon they set out to impose them on others who have a different and wrong set of beliefs. Each group attempts to disparage and destroy the beliefs of the others, first by means of reason, rhetoric and persuasion, and when that fails, as it inevitably does, the decision is frequently made to use force, but always most righteously and sanctimoniously. You have been doing this for eons, but now, finally, many are aware or are becoming aware that this form of problem resolution just does not work. In fact, it is really not intended to work, just to produce a winner, my side, and that no one has all the right on their side. You are realizing that you are humans of limited wisdom and intelligence, and for peace to prevail you have to respect all others, communicate openly and honestly together, and then cooperate, not for the greater good, but for the good of all. That is love in action. Presently, in the Arab world, this is being demonstrated most brutally, and many who would have previously been unaware, let alone interested in conflicts taking place so far from their own backyards, are now seeing that the only way forwards to lasting peace in the world is by honoring one another, not by judging and condemning one another's beliefs and opinions. With so much violence erupting across the world as people's unresolved, denied, and hidden issues burst into the forefront of their consciousness, and as they project them onto others in fear and loathing, it is even more essential for you, the light bearers and way showers, to engage fully in your ongoing spiritual task. You chose to incarnate to do this, to assist those who were most deeply asleep, the ones you now see behaving so violently, and now is the time to intensify your efforts. You can do this most effectively by constantly calling to mind your pre-planned intention for your current earth lives, which is to be the open and free-flowing conduits through which love from the divine field may be channeled continuously. Channeled to every area and every person who is finding themselves either terrifyingly embroiled in their own seemingly unacceptable, even evil, personal issues, and also to those onto whom the anger and violence of those unhappy ones is being projected. It is indeed a task of mammoth proportions, as you knew when you chose to be part of it, but you have absolutely limitless assistance from the limitless resources that your Father so willingly and lovingly provides, and so your success, and therefore humanity's success, is divinely ensured. The amount of time that it takes, and do not forget that time is also illusory, depends on the strength and intensity of your collective intention to be clear and unobstructed conduits through which love can flow. That is why becoming constantly and consciously aware of this intent is so important. You made the intent before you incarnated, and so love is flowing through you, and it will continue to do so. However, by also consciously focusing your human attention on this divine task that you have undertaken, you enormously increase its efficacy. That is why you chose to incarnate as humans at this moment in history instead of just assisting from the spiritual realms. You saw this task as a wonderful opportunity to physically spread and share the love from which you were all created, and so it is. As light bearers and way showers, like the loving guides and teachers of previous eras, you are here on earth to demonstrate love in action, and as you do so you demonstrate that it works. Your history and your own observations have shown you that nothing else does. It does take courage, which you have in abundance, but it also takes a willingness to learn from your own errors and from those of others. Not by judging, but by observing and then apologizing for your own errors and by forgiving those that others make. If you are willing to love, then you are willing to learn, and as humans there is much for you to learn, and this you well know. However, admitting it to yourselves can be difficult because of your ingrained commitment to judging. Remember, judgment invariably starts as self-judgment, which, because it is so painful, you almost immediately attempt to project onto someone else. And that never works. What you have identified and projected is quickly denied and then buried below your conscious level of awareness. The way out of this self-made trap is forgiveness. Acknowledge your error, no matter how grave and unacceptable it may appear to be. Allow yourselves to understand and accept that you do make errors, errors that you would judge unconscionable, unacceptable, even unforgivable in others, that it is part and parcel of being human, of life in the illusion, and then lovingly and willingly forgive yourselves. If you retain unacknowledged within the deep and hidden recesses of your mind's memories of shameful, evil, unforgivable thoughts, words, or deeds that you have committed, they will be coming to the surface and demanding your attention. Look at them, admit to them, and forgive yourselves. You are all the beloved children of God. There are no exceptions to this divine truth. You did not create yourselves, God did, and all that He creates is perfect. What you may experience in yourselves or others as less than perfect, or even mightily evil, is illusory. God's divine creation is real, perfect, and rests eternally in the field of divine love. Nothing else is real or exists. It is but a momentary dream, or perhaps a horrific nightmare, depending on the life path you chose to follow. You are enfolded in the field of divine love, which is whispering to you, singing to you, calling to you to wake up and enjoy the wonder of reality. Focus on being loving, and on seeing love everywhere, it is everywhere. And allow yourselves to wake. Your loving brother, Jesus. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman2.wordpress.com